All right, we got Matthew 16:24 in the chat. We have ESV in the chat, and I'm going to be reading NLT. Then Jesus said to his disciples, "If any of you wants to be my follower, you must give up your own way, take up your cross, and follow me." Okay, that is Matthew 16:24. And then the verse of the day is about the cost of following Jesus. All right, here we go, everyone. Take a quick drink of water. Let's get into it. Okay, the cost of following Jesus. We know from Scripture that salvation is a free gift that Jesus offers to those who trust and believe in him. But just because our salvation is free doesn't mean the rest of our lives with Jesus will cost us nothing as well. Jesus says that following him will cost us everything. This doesn't mean that we have to earn our salvation or work for acceptance, but it does mean that following Jesus requires everything that we have. When we become disciples of Jesus, we follow in his footsteps. We let Jesus teach and guide us. If we're serious about this, then our lives will become patterned after his life. This means that just as Jesus took up a cross and gave up everything he had, we also must be ready to carry our own crosses. So what does it mean to take up a cross and follow Jesus? It means that we should be ready to give up everything for the sake of Jesus. It means denying ourselves by surrendering our own desires and plans for God's desires and plans. Rather than focusing on ourselves, we center our lives around God's mission in the world, loving him and loving others as we make disciples. Taking up one's cross isn't easy, but there is nothing in this life that is better than following Jesus. While immediate pleasure often feels more desirable in the moment, it quickly fades and leaves us searching for more. No possession or position can lead to true satisfaction in life. That is found only in Jesus. Take a moment to think about your life. Are there things that you're holding on to that you would be hesitant to surrender to Jesus? Are there relationships that serve your own desires rather than God's? Commit to following Jesus regardless of how difficult or challenging life might become. The cross, while painful, is temporary. Abundant life with Jesus is eternal. I like how that explained taking up your cross and following Jesus, because I think that's thrown around a lot, like, take up your cross, follow Jesus. And so I liked how this devotional talked about what it means to take up a cross and follow Jesus, and how, yes, the cross that you're carrying is not going to be easy. Okay, it's going to be painful, but it's temporary. That's temporary. But life with Jesus, the end game, that is eternal, and in the end, that is worth carrying 1,000,000 crosses.